Hey everyone, my name is Austin, and I'm going to give you my level 110 Legion checklist in order of priority, in my opinion, for what you should basically be doing once you hit 110. So the first thing you should do when you get 110 is immediately go back to your class order hall and start your order hall research for your artifact weapon. Now, essentially, what this is going to do for you is once you spend the amount of resources required, you want to put in as many work orders as you can for it, or at least as many as you can afford. And when the time goes all the way down for it and you can pick it up, you essentially get a permanent percentage increase to any artifact power you get from all sources, and it scales across all your weapons for that one character. So you'll have to do it for each separate character, but it's the first thing you should do because you need to immediately break down that time gate for your artifact knowledge so you can just get it faster. That's the number one priority. And then your second priority is to go to Suramar and do all the quests there until you've been gated by reputation gain. So essentially, just do everything until your only option left is to do world quests to get reputation, and then you'll unlock more after that, and then just do all those until you're finished. And then your third priority is to do your world quests and emissary quests and get your Flight Master whistle from Khadgar. So the world quests, once you get to 110 and you go to Dalaran, you'll talk to Khadgar, and he'll give you a couple quests, and then he'll give you the best item ever, which is like the Flight Master's whistle, which is basically the next best thing you can get to flying, even though I don't think flying is 100% necessary. But what it does is it has a 5-minute cooldown, and you basically use it, and it teleports you to the nearest flight caster, flight master, but it can only be used outdoors. But I mean that's not too big of a hindrance. It's just like it's just extremely useful. So once you get your flight master whistle and you've unlocked your world quests and you've done all your Suramar stuff and you've researched your class order hall thing so that that timer's ticking down, um, do any world quests you see to finish the emissary ones. So the emissary quests will show up when you open up your world map. There will be on the bottom left of the screen, there will be a little checklist. It'll say, oh, do this many quests in this zone for like the Wardens or the High Mountain Tauren or anything that shows up there. You do all 4 of them, and then you go to the class emissary for that zone, and you turn it in, and they'll give you a treasure chest. And from my experience, I've gotten gold, I've gotten order resources, I've gotten artifact knowledge, and I've gotten a recipe for inscription level 2 for the like Tome of the Clear Mind or whatever it's called. And so once you've done all of your world quests and all your emissary quests, if you haven't already, you can do your profession catch up and quests. And so those will send you, depending on which profession you choose, they'll send you all over the world to do all sorts of stuff, and you'll gear up your professions and you'll unlock all of your recipes so that you can eventually do your Obliterum Forge quest, which is like Trial by Fellfire. Now, in the first few, I really don't want to say it's going to take a couple weeks, but in the first few weeks, people will be selling the things that you need for that quest for ridiculous amounts of money, and I just would not recommend buying like any of them. If you can craft them on separate characters, do it. But the most I would personally spend for each of the things required for that quest is probably about 5k gold, because it's kind of inconvenient to get the recipes for them, but it's not really that big a deal. And when you're leveling to 110, if you're not 110 when you're watching this and haven't already, do not vendor anything except for gray items and trash that you get from like treasures and mobs and whatnot, because all of the crafting materials that you get from just leveling or just casually going slightly out of your way to pick up that ore node or that herb or to skin that animal is like huge profit margins for you in the future. And the cooking work order from the panda guy in Dalaran, keep all of those like bird eggs you get and all that like the bear flanks and the stag flanks or whatever, all the meats and stuff and the fish, don't get rid of those because you need to go to the panda guy in Dalaran and turn those all in for work orders. So the only items you should be vendoring is trash and things that are soulbound that you can't disenchant, and all bind on equip stuff should be sent to any bank alts you have to sell them or disenchant them so you can get the materials for your quests and for trading. So I hope that this didn't get to you too late and that you learned something from this. And tell your friends, because I know a lot of people make mistakes like this and they just vendor everything to clear their bags. Don't do it, please. It'll help you so much in the future. So I hope you found this video helpful. Give it a like if it helped you or helped someone else, and share it with your friends so we can get this knowledge around. Subscribe if you like. It'll help me grow the channel and hopefully put food on my table eventually. But thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.